Hello, and welcome to episode 2 of Teaching Tuesdays. It is a glorious day here in England, so I wanted to bring you outside for today's Teaching Tuesday. I realized this week that I think I got a little ahead of myself. Last week, I talked about how to choose a good quality CBD oil, and in talking to people this week, I'm actually realizing that a lot of people aren't even familiar with CBD. They don't know much about it. They don't know why it's a product that they would be using in the first place. So I'm actually going to take a step back this week and talk to you about what CBD is and why it might be a good fit for you. So CBD stands for cannabidiol, and it is made from the hemp plant. So I talked in my stories this week about the fact that CBD is not marijuana. They come from the same species, two different types of plants. Hemp is low in a compound called THC, which is the psychoactive component of marijuana. So it's not like they're taking marijuana and extracting it and making it into CBD oil. It's very different. So that's a common misconception that I'm hearing a lot. So we have in our body something called the endocannabinoid system. And it was discovered in the 1990s, and it's not well known at all. So this is not your endocrine system. It is your endocannabinoid system. And it has more receptors in the body than any other system. So its overall role is homeostasis in the body, keeping everything sort of even. So that could be mood, that could be hormones, that could be sleep, that could be pain, that could be inflammation in the body is a big one that it helps interact with. So the two main receptors in the endocannabinoid system are CB1 and CB2. And what CBD does is it interacts with those receptors to help promote homeostasis in the body. So it helps go where it's needed. Somebody once explained to me that your endocannabinoid system is like a parking lot, and everybody's going to have different parking spaces open. So for example, I take CBD oil for my anxiety and my sleep. So those are my parking spaces that are open. But CBD also helps with migraines. I don't get migraines, so my migraine parking space isn't open. So that's how one compound, CBD, helps so many different people because it goes into the spaces where it's needed. So how do you know if CBD is something that might be right for you? So I would look at CBD if you struggle with anxiety. I would look at CBD if you struggle with sleep. I would look at CBD if you struggle with chronic pain. I would look at CBD if you struggle with menopause symptoms. I would look at CBD if you know somebody that struggles with side effects from cancer treatments. All things that CBD can help with. And the great thing about CBD is that it helps with all of these things without all of the side effects of medication. So I mentioned I am 100% off of my medication, my anxiety medication, thanks to CBD. So I was taking Effexor for anxiety and randomly hot flashes too. Effexor is also approved for hot flashes, like makes perfect sense, right? So that's what I was taking it for. So CBD went into the spaces to help with my anxiety, but it doesn't have any of the side effects of the medication. One of the side effects of my anti-anxiety medication was that I wasn't sleeping well. So now I can feel less anxious and I'm sleeping better than ever. So it's all of the benefits and not as much of the cons. And CBD works with your body, whereas medication has to be broken down by your liver. It's a foreign substance in your body, whereas they've done studies that show that humans have something that are similar to cannabinoids that are present in human breast milk. So this is actually something that we are already creating in our body. So it's much more beneficial with lots less side effects. So that's like a really high level overview of what CBD is and why you might want to try it. I'm going to be teaching you so much more in the weeks to come. And if you have a question, please reach out. Send me a message, ask me a question. Is CBD right for this? Can it help me? Where would I start? I'm here to educate. I'm here to help answer all of those questions. So in the meantime, I hope it is a beautiful day where you are, and I will see you next week.